Western intelligence reports reveal that Russia has created a secret unit called the Department of Special Tasks to carry out sabotage and attacks across Europe and beyond. According to the Wall Street Journal, Western intelligence agencies have uncovered details about a new covert unit within Russian special services designed to conduct secret operations throughout Europe and beyond. The Department of Special Tasks operates out of Russian military intelligence headquarters on the outskirts of Moscow in a modern glass and steel complex known as the Aquarium. Formed in 2023, the unit consists of seasoned agents involved in high-profile operations, including the 2018 poisoning of Sergei Skripal. It is led by Colonel General Andrey Averyanov, a veteran of the Chechen wars, wanted by Czech authorities for his role in the 2014 ammunition depot bombings. His deputy, Lieutenant General Ivan Kasyanenko, oversees not only operations against Western nations but also coordinates private military companies, including the Wagner PMC, following the death of its founder, Yevgeny Prigozhin. The Department of Special Tasks focuses on three main tasks: assassinations and sabotage abroad, infiltration of Western companies and universities, and recruitment of foreign agents. The unit is particularly active in Ukraine and in countries that support Russia, such as Serbia. Some Department of Special Tasks operations aim to undermine Western influence in response to military aid to Ukraine. One notable example involved incendiary devices on planes carrying DHL cargo and a series of arson attacks in major European cities, including Leipzig and Warsaw. The EU and the US have imposed sanctions on several members of the unit, accusing them of organizing coups, assassinations, and cyber attacks. The Kremlin denies these accusations, calling them unfounded. Western intelligence agencies are increasingly concerned about the Department of Special Tasks activities and are calling for stronger counterintelligence measures. Experts suggest that the US and its allies should take a more aggressive stance, including covert operations on Russian soil, to counter these threats. The threat level prompted US officials to intervene. According to US and Russian officials, then National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan and CIA Chief William Burns contacted Russian leaders last August to halt the attacks. Some US officials, including Senator Tom Cotton and former CIA officer Nick Thompson, advocate for enhanced covert responses to Russian operations. European Union officials sanctioned a unit of the department in December for orchestrating coups, assassinations, bombings, and cyber attacks in Europe. The US State Department offers rewards up to $10 million for information about 5 members accused of cyber attacks on Ukraine.
U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio arrived in the Saudi capital of Riyadh on Monday after his trip to Israel. According to Associated Press, Rubio is leading a delegation to Saudi Arabia for direct talks with Russian officials in the coming days to seek an end to Moscow's invasion of Ukraine, a U.S. official said Sunday. Also expected to take part in the talks in Riyadh about Russia's February 2022 invasion is National Security Advisor Michael Waltz and Special Envoy Steve Witkoff, according to the official, who was not authorized to discuss the talks and spoke on the condition of anonymity. The official added that what the administration sees as early-stage negotiations remain fluid and who ultimately ends up at the table for the anticipated talks could change. The trip follows last week's telephone call between President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin, in which Trump said they agreed to have our respective teams start negotiations immediately. It wasn't immediately clear if any Ukrainians would take part in the talks. A Ukrainian delegation is in Saudi Arabia to pave the way for a possible visit by Zelensky, a Ukrainian official said. Rubio's trip to Saudi Arabia follows a visit to Israel, where he discussed with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu U.S. President Donald Trump's proposal to transfer the Palestinian population out of Gaza. Palestinians and Arab states have rejected it.
A new development in Ukraine's drone warfare capabilities has emerged, Forbes reports, as its tech correspondent David Hambling analyzed footage shared by Ukrainian electronic warfare expert Sergei Skripal. The video reveals a modified version of the combat-proven Shrike drone that can operate both in air and underwater, potentially signaling a significant advancement in drone ambush tactics. The emergence of this technology suggests a potential new phase in drone warfare, where the battlefield extends not just across land and air, but also beneath the water's surface. Multicopters make poor submarines, but that may not be relevant. What matters is that the drone is able to land in water and remain hidden for a period of time, writes Hambling, highlighting the tactical rather than technical significance of this development. Meanwhile, Skripal hints at more extensive capabilities not shown in the public footage. The demonstration in the video is not as impressive as the sight of drones taking off from underwater in a lake, he noted. The Ukrainian Shrike drone has already proven its effectiveness in combat. In 2023, Ukraine's Minister of Digital Transformation, Mikhailo Fedorov, announced the procurement of over 1,500 standard Shrike units through the Army of Drones initiative. Their combat record is notable. A single operation in October 2023 reportedly saw 35 Shrikes destroy 8 tanks and 4 personnel carriers in a Russian convoy. While submersible drones aren't new, examples date back to the 1920s. And recent developments by the US Office of Naval Research and Chinese manufacturers, their military application has been limited due to performance constraints. However, the Ukrainian adaptation appears focused on a specific tactical niche, concealed ambush positions in waterways. The new capability could allow these drones to hide in lakes, ponds, canals, or the many water-filled craters along enemy routes, Hambling reports, making it significantly more difficult for Russian forces to detect potential ambush points. This development follows Ukraine's pattern of adapting commercial drone technology for specific battlefield requirements, similar to their successful deployment of fiber-optic controlled drones to counter Russian electronic warfare. Submersible drones are more practical, though not much more. In principle, multicopters can fly in water as they can in air and without the need for a pressurized capsule for the pilot. With the issues with weight and buoyancy that this brings, the design is much simpler. In theory, at least, a quadcopter can fly to a given location, dive underwater and operate in submarine mode. Of course, water is much denser than air and the swimming speed is slow, so batteries are rapidly exhausted. Ukraine has also recently started deploying FPV attack drones from its uncrewed speedboats. Special edition Shrikes could be dropped off covertly in coastal areas, ready to be activated when Russian vehicles appear on the land or boats come near on the water. Submersible drones may be a niche capability, but if the cost and complexity of making a drone watertight are relatively low, then, like fiber FPVs, they may proliferate rapidly. As with fiber drones, they look difficult to counter unless hunter-killer submersible FPVs can be developed to seek them out.